Welcome back to the Diddy Men, and this is our last hurrah, I think. We've got a two-legged tie against Thailand, not the team. I was hoping to be playing in the semi-finals. This is going to be a tough ask. We're going to play both legs in today's episode. Let's see if we can make it past the giants of Southeast Asia and book ourselves a spot in the final of the Southeast Asian Championships. Okay, straight into the game then. We're going with our 4-4-2. We've got all of our big hitters out for that. We've got Karfi and Kaffa back in, fully rested. We've got Eggy Vickery, who never seems to tire out on the left. Witten Suleiman, big performance needed from him. We're going with Demas and Sittengang in midfield today so that we can switch Jesper Haider over to left back. Our normal left back, Little Pambudi, is a little bit out of fitness. Played a lot of games at this tournament. So we're going to go with Tahida at left back. We've got 2 legs to get through. We've got a 4-day gap between the two. It's going to be a big ask, this. Let's get out there for the kickoff. And we are away. We've got the home leg first. Thailand are such a good team. They could beat us. Well, if we were playing on the moon, to be honest, we could do with some kind of result in this first leg to take out to Bangkok. I fear this is such a good team we're playing, it could be all over by the end of this first leg. And on cue, they're in and they've scored, and it was a mistake by Kaffa at right back. He couldn't clear the ball, he's just nudged it on, and we've only got 13 minutes on the clock and they're already in the lead. They've got down the right pretty easily. Challenge is not coming in and it's swift into play. And it was Kaffa there that needed to get the ball clear and he didn't. And now we're looking at having to come from behind. I don't think that was a great start, was it really? We're going to try and build our way back into the game though. What have we got? We've gone long and Dendy, I think, is offside. He's hit the post. He wasn't offside. Dendy, the most lethal marksman in all of Southeast Asia, has been pretty off his game the last couple. That was a chance. I thought he was offside, which is why I didn't get excited, but he has struck it against the base of the post. And now we've got a corner to defend. We're going to need to get this away, and we haven't. And Thong Song, well, we knew he was the danger man, didn't we? It's hard to keep a straight face even though you're losing when Thong Song is scoring. All right, okay, well, it's a near post header. I mean, we know we're going to be vulnerable from corners, don't we? And we're not even at half time, and I already think this tie has got away from us a little bit. I mean, look at the XG. We're going to shout out. They love a berate in Indonesia. They live for it, if I'm honest. But we've had 4 shots, none on target, despite having that gilt-edged chance for Dendy. And we're not even at half-time and they're coming forward again. Unless we can win the ball and lump it forward, we can't. And it's 3-0. And here, folks, is the end of the line for the Diddy Men. And I don't even think it's this game that's doing it for us. It was that one against Singapore. If we could have beaten Singapore, heck, we could have just drawn against Singapore. We would have had a much simpler task in the semi-final. Not saying Myanmar would be an easy game. They beat us in a pre-tournament friendly 2-1. But they're nowhere near as strong as Thailand are. So we're going to thrash our arms and we're going to say how rubbish that was. And I don't think there's any harm going with a more attacking mentality for the second half. But this could just mean that they are going to rack up the goals. We're going to get an early berate going. Again, they love it. Indonesians love to be berated, but this is so poor. And Thailand are just racking up the XG against us. I mean, we need 2 goals, at least, to be competitive in the second leg. Can they get us just 1 goal back, just to make the second leg interesting? One little chance, a chink, a ray of light. Well, if this is it, it's going to be from a long build-up. We've fired the ball long, and this is not our highlight, is it? And they're in, and they have smacked a long ranger just over the bar. It's been a poor performance. Only 5 shots. They're a good team, granted. But we've not done ourselves justice. Here we go. Can we try and show a little bit of our attacking prowess that we've shown earlier in the competition? Here's Eggy Vickery. Not seen a thing from him this afternoon. The ball has fallen to Dendy, and you know what? He's on a 6.1 and he deserves that rating. Dendy has not been at the races, has he? And we have gone out 3-0 in this first leg. That's the home leg, by the way. We're going to throw that water bottle. We'll see you straight out there. This is going to take a miracle of epic proportions. Okay, so we're back out in Thailand for the second leg. And let's be honest, I mean, look at their form. They've got star players all over the pitch and they're going into this with a 3-goal cushion. And we have got Dendy Celestawaiwan, who has been a national hero during our time in charge. Couldn't hit a pig's backside with a banjo at the moment. We've gone attacking. We've gone to a 4-2-4. Who, if we can force an early goal, you never know. We might at least make it exciting, but we're not getting through this, are we? Thailand have just got players the likes of which we can't pronounce or call on, as Sukjit Mat Makul forces a save out of Big Ange. And you know what? I feel like this could be a bit of a hiding, especially as we've gone to that attacking mentality. Here's Witten Suleiman, one of the best players in the squad. Breaks forward, gets tackled. And we can't create our own highlights there. They've got the attacking highlight again. They've got Wonghorn. They've got, oh, he's dinked it in. We can't get it away. And there it is. It's Yaranesak Wonghorn. He's a danger man. We know that, don't we? The scouts always highlight him. What a player he is. And we can't live with them. We can't cope with them. And I don't think that this is a 5'9" thing, to be honest. I think this is an indication of just how strong Thailand are as a footballing nation. And so our time as Indonesian coach looks like it is coming to a bit of a whimpering end. We're on the lookout for a new adventure. What's it going to be? I don't know. Is it going to be a club save? Is it going to be a national save? Not entirely sure yet. Do we bring back Island Dreams? Do we hunt out a tiny nation, maybe even a non-FIFA member, that we can take over and try and build? Last year in FM20, it was the Northern Mariana Islands, and what an epic adventure that was. I brought the gang with me to Indonesia, but we've not been able to work the magic here. We've lifted them up the FIFA rankings, to be fair. We're on the edge of breaking into the top 100. But at the big tournaments, we've not done what we set out to do. Back to our next plans. So it doesn't have to be an international save, does it? It could be a club save somewhere. We could go back to another one of our FM20 series, Border Adventures. Pick a country somewhere around the world. Load up all the leagues in that nation and all of the countries that share a border with it. And do a little journeyman adventure, as Big Ange, by the way, is performing heroics down there. So we could always go for that, or we could go for something completely new. We could pick a country anywhere in the world. We could do a one-club save. I'd be lying if I said that I hadn't been, just having a little look around at potential ideas. Accusations that I've already designed thumbnails for potential new series are not entirely inaccurate, if I'm honest. By the way, Big Celestawaiwan there at 5'4". Oh, God, he should have scored again, shouldn't he? He's just gone off the boil. What could we achieve with Indonesia if we continued? I don't know. I mean, certainly, I think if you abandon the 5'9" philosophy, there's some good players with dual nationality from the Netherlands that you might be able to call up. Is that offside, Dendy? Oh, you can't catch a break, can you, son? Certainly, we have had the Viper find a couple of players in the Netherlands who we could have tried to get to declare. I'm not sure that is offside, by the way. I think we've been hard done by there. But unfortunately, they were too tall. There's definitely potential. There's also a strapping, oh no, it gets worse, a strapping centre half at Ipswich, 6'4", I think he is, who's English but eligible to play for Indonesia, that if you weren't playing with the restrictions that General Ramdhani has given me to work under, could call him up as well. And I think Indonesia are a great nation to try and build. But alas, not for us and not today. Because we've not even got into half time, have we? And we are looking a little bit ropey at the back. As the tie has gone, I think we drop the mentality down, don't we? I've lost count of how many times they've hit the woodwork in this first half. And it has been a poor performance. So for the final time, we will get into a team talk and we will say, do you know what, boys? Just go out there without any pressure on you. Let's just make a final few subs just to freshen things up, and we'll play our final half as Indonesia coach. They are now ahead 5-0 on aggregate. I don't think we've hit an XG of above 0.5 in either of the two legs. And our time as Indonesia boss comes to the end with an injury. We'll throw one last player out there. Eggy Vickery doesn't even finish our last game on the pitch. And we are out and our fate is confirmed. I don't think there's any point berating them. Even if they seem demotivated, we're not going to take charge of another game. And that is the end of our series with the Diddy Men. We set out to try and see whether height was one of the most important variables on Football Manager, or could we take a team where we only play players of a maximum height of 5'9" and still be competitive. We've proven that we can. That game against South Korea was one to behold, wasn't it? We nearly snuck a chance of qualifying for a World Cup, but this adventure is over. Look out for the next adventure that we are going to go on this channel. I'm not sure what it is yet, but I can promise you it will be a challenge, and I can promise you it will be an epic journey.